here's everything you need to know about the candle body ratio report on edgeful.com. So we're looking at YM here. We're obviously looking at the candle body ratio report in the last 6 months in the New York session. So first of all, the name might not be too indicative of what this report actually does, but what it does is it measures throughout the day how often is there a candle where the body of the candle makes up X percent of the entire candle range. So right here, I have my threshold set to 80%. And you can see that actually at 1 p.m., the body of the candle will make up at least 80% or more of the total candle range, which is, so pretty much when you see what some people might think of like a power candle or whatever else, like in this case here, you can see a very strong, big body candle, green in this case, and then there's a small wick to the top side right over here and a small wick to the bottom side. So in this case, on this day, this body obviously makes up more than 80%. Here's another example of the total range of this candle is 280 points, and the body is 238. So that makes up more than 80% in this case. Where this candle is from the total height of this candle right here is 122 points. And then the body is only 6 points. So this one would obviously not fall in the category of meeting that 80% threshold. So one thing that I want to talk about first is that you can customize this to be a 15-minute chart or a 30-minute chart. And you can change that criteria for the ratio that you're looking for. So if you want to be really strict and you want to look at 95%, obviously that's going to be a lot less likely. And then now you can see that it's going from 2, 1, the max is 3. 80% is pretty popular. And you can see that there's obviously a lot more here that occur, 15, 20, the highest is 21. But let's just look at, we can just look at this day here, Thursday, March 20th. So let's go to March 20th. Over here. And you can see that the only 30-minute candle, March 20th, was actually, I guess I was wrong on the math here, but the only 30-minute candle that met that 80% threshold was this one right here, or at 10, yep, there it is, at 10 a.m. So what that means is that the total height here was 280 points, and that the body of this candle made up 80% or more of the total height. So what that means is, and the reason why this is interesting and why you'd actually want to look at this, is to say, and by the way, I was wrong on the math there, and I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about by that. So I'm just going to go to the 1 month to bring my, so what was that date? March 20th. So if I go here to if I bring up my calculator here, and what I'm going to do is, in this case here, the total height of this candle was 270 points, and then the body of this candle was 204. So I'm going to pull up my calculator. 204 divided by 270 is 75%. So now, if I go here and I change my threshold to 75%, this will appear now. So now you can see these are the only two candles where the body will make up 75% or more of the entire candle height. Now that I've gotten out of the way why or what this is actually measuring, why is this important? Why do you care about which candle, what time frame has the biggest ratios? And the reason why you should care is because when a candle has the proportion of the body to the entire height, that means that there's more momentum. That means that there is a clear direction where price is moving. Whereas if you look at a candle like this here, there's a big wick to the top side, wick to the bottom side, practically a doji candle. That means that buyers pushed price up, sellers pushed it back down. In that 30-minute period, there wasn't a clear direction. Whereas if you look at this one here, there is no wick to the bottom side, price moves perfect all the way up, and then a very small wick to the top. So if you knew what 30-minute periods throughout the day had the most momentum on average and the most continuation in a certain direction, whether that's bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. It is checking the ratio between the body and the total range of that 30-minute period. You can see that typically, actually, it's pretty rare that the first 30 minutes is going to, which is honestly shocking to me, but pretty rare that the first 30 minutes has a ratio of at least 80%, which is the second to the lowest besides the final candle, final 30-minute candle. So if you want that momentum in this 30-minute period, maybe trading at 10 a.m. or 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern time is the one to go to. Now, we also have it by weekday, so you can obviously filter for specific weekdays to see, are they behaving any differently? Obviously, they do pretty drastically. And that's important for you to understand what weekday you're trading. But overall, this report is very important to understand momentum in specific times of day. If this was helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube and make sure to ask any questions here to the right side. Send us a message. It's a live chat. Thanks for watching.